Namaste to all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever may be the time you are watching my wishes to you on. Mm, so, I am here with a new video relating to the lease accounting. So, in the previous video, we have discussed some points. Okay, uh, let us have a quick recap what we have discussed till now. So, I'll move to the corner. Okay, now there will not be any issue for you all. So we are discussing accounting for leases and accounting in the books of lessee. We were discussing accounting in the books of lessee. So under this we have discussed about important terms to be understood. So if you understand the terms, then only we can solve the problem. So for that, inception date is the key thing, because everything initially will be measured at the inception date itself. So that for us, what is inception date? Date of agreement or date of commitment by party to principal terms and conditions of the lease. Suppose A and B are there. A, B both are there. A is taking a lease of asset. एक asset A ले रहा, तो A और B, when they will make the principal terms and conditions, that date or the date of agreement, whichever is earlier, that will be your inception date. Next, commencement date. What is commencement date? Commencement date means when right to control use of asset is transferred. Okay, when ये asset है ना, ये asset को ये कब use कर सकते, that date will be the date, because what is commencement, what is right of use of control, all we have discussed earlier. So just I am making quick revision. So when asset is control over the leased asset is transferred, that date will be the commencement date. On commencement date, accounting will be start. So this date will be relevant for the accounting for lease in the contract. So next, lease term. अब lease term कितना है? Suppose here lease term is like this: non cancelable period, extension period, and we are having termination period. Net means that itself. Non cancelable period, extension period, and termination period, things will be there in the. So all those three things are relevant. Net means N means non cancelable period, E means extension period. Extension period if certain to exercise the option, then only consider. Termination period, if lessee is certain not to exercise the termination, then only will be considered. So these are the three things for the lease terms we need to remember. Suppose here in the lease, it is said that 5 years is the lease term, and in this 5 years, uh, suppose 3 years is compulsory, that is called lock-in period, that is your non-cancelable period. Remaining 2 years period is there. In that, 1 year is extension, another 1 year is termination. So termination if not exercised will be included. Exercise period, if it can be exercised the option, then only will be included. So total 5 years will be the lease period. If lessee is not certain whether he is terminate or not terminate, it will not be included termination period. If he is not to exercise termination, lessee बोल रहा मैं termination नहीं लेता हूँ, then only will be taken into consideration. Okay, don't want to go in detail because already discussed all these things in the class, and in the previous video also I have explained, but that was important thing, so I have explained it again. Next, here we go, reassessment. Reassessments are affect this improvement. Another one, this a small memory tip, mnemonic, like I made decision, I for improvement, M for modifications, and D for decisions, and because of the decision directly relevant for the any option in the lease, then only it will be considered. So if lessee has given the leased asset beyond the non-cancelable period, it is obvious that he is going to exercise the option of extension, or he is not willing to terminate the contract, then reassessment will be taken place. So reassessment of lease term will be based on these things. So lease term is also over. Next, according to the lessor, according to lessee, lessor will change his lease term or determine his lease term. Okay, that is the note point. Next, important calculation is lease payments. Lease payments, yesterday we discussed the illustration number 19 to 20, but for your quick recapitulation, we are making the small information relating to the lease payments also. Let us revise the what is lease payments. Lease payments includes generally amount paid by lessee to the lessor as annual payments or monthly payments for the use of asset is nothing but lease payments. So in this, what will include? Okay, fixed variable get incentive I said, fixed variable get incentive I said. So fixed rentals, in substance fixed rentals, variable rentals, if okay, which depends upon CPI, consumer price index or index rate, then only it will be taken. If any other thing is there that based on the sales or profit, then that will not be included. So that will be directly charged to profit and loss account. Guaranteed residual payments, but if positive then only we will consider, otherwise we will not consider. Exercise price of purchase option, then it will be included in the lease payments. Then termination penalty, if lessee is terminating the lease, then he has to pay penalty. So that termination penalty paid by lessee will also be included in the lease payments. Then if lessor gives any incentives, okay, if lessor gives any incentives, that incentives given by lessor will be deducted, from thing will be deducted, that is incentive by lessor. Okay, what are there in the lease payment? Positive, then exercise price of purchase, termination penalty and incentives by the lessor, that will be included. Okay, total lease payments you will get for lessee. Whatever lease payments for lessee are there, same will be for lessor also, but one small change will be there in the calculation of lease payment for lessor, same as lessee, except point 3, that is guaranteed residual payments will not be included. Guaranteed residual value at the end of the lease term, whether it is paid by lessee or third party, will be included. So this is the change in the lessee. While doing the problems, we can again get it known. So till here we have completed lease payments. Next point is important one, that is discount rate. Discount rate, implicit rate of return for the lessor or incremental borrowing cost. Here any one will be taken into account. If first point is available, that is IRR for lessor, then that only will be considered. If that is not available, then we will go for the incremental borrowing cost for lessee. अगर ए वाला पॉइंट नहीं है तो बी में जाना है, नहीं तो नहीं. Okay, directly we will get it. So till here we have discussed in the yesterday's class, so that is why I made fastly करे थोड़ा. Okay, somewhere if needed I have explained more than one time, just because that is important point. So fixed rentals, in substance fixed rentals, variable payments. Variable payments when should be considered? If variable payments are based on CPI or index rate, then only will be considered, otherwise should not be considered. Exercise purchase price option, termination penalty, guaranteed residual value, how you will get? Residual payment will be at the end, this value divided by expected value of lease term at the end. Okay, the difference will be if positive, then consider for lease payments. Just a minute, this app is making some problem. So guaranteed residual payment also I have explained now again. What is guaranteed residual payment means? Guaranteed residual value at the end of the lease term less expected residual value at the end of the lease term. If it is positive, then guaranteed residual payments will come for the lessee calculation, not for lessor. For lessor, directly you will take this value, guaranteed residual value, in the question. If this one is positive, then only will be considered, otherwise not considered for lessee calculation. So till here revision is over. Let us start our today's class now. Okay, in the regular offline class also same thing we will do. First we will revise whatever we have discussed earlier. A quick revision will be there. Later on deep discussion will be relating to the next topics will be there. So accounting in the books of lessee we are going to discuss now. So we are having accounting in the books of lessee. So accounting in the books of lessee, suppose there are two people A and B. A has taken a asset on lease from B. Okay, there are two people A and B. So I was telling that A and B, two parties are there. A has taken a asset. Okay, A has taken a building, say asset, from B. So A will be called as lessee. A will be called as lessee, and B will be the person who gave the asset for using by the lessee. A will be called as lessor. ये क्या बन जाता, lessor. So now we are going to discuss accounting in the books of lessee, that is A. तो अभी आप क्या सोच लो अपने आप को, for time being purpose you are lessee, that's it. Okay, from lessee point of view we are going to discuss the books and related things. So hope you have understood till here. Suppose he has taken the lease for 3 years, से 3 years के लिए लीज पे लिए asset. तो first year, second year, this will be your third year. So at the first year, at the beginning, what is your at the time of taking the lease, what is your accounting treatment? That is called as initial. That is called as initial recognition. Then every year, after the end of first year, after the end of second year, after the end of third year, you need to do the accounting transaction recognition. That is called as subsequent. That is called as subsequent. If there is any change between the years at the end of the second year and before the end of the third year, इन दिन दोनों के बीच में कुछ भी हुआ, okay, that can be of modification or reassessment, modification and reassessment. So how to deal reassessment and how to deal modifications in detail. So first we will think about initial and subsequent, then we will think about whatever in between reassessment and modifications will be there, that we will discuss later on. Hope you have understood. So totally our accounting treatment in the books of lessee will be divided into 4 parts. One is initial, second one first one initial, second one subsequent, thirdly remeasurement, and lastly modifications, if any, that we will think about later on. Okay, so let us start our discussion relating to this. So I am cleaning each and everything over here so that you can understand better. So first we are going to discuss about what? Initial recognition. Initial means what I said. Suppose asset is taken on lease for 3 years. Okay, at the beginning, okay, on the commencement date, whatever accounting treatment will be there, 1, 2, 3 year. This is first year end, this is second year end, this is third year end. Year end discussion we will do later on. First, at the beginning, when asset is taken as on lease, what will be our treatment? Because same example, A and B are there. Suppose A is paying rentals. Okay, A is paying rentals per annum rupees 1 lakh. How much? 1 lakh. Every year he is paying 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Okay, so total how much he will pay? 3 years. Okay, 3 into 1 lakh, 3 lakhs he will pay. But here we need not consider 3 lakh. We are doing when? At the beginning. So we need to assess these with discount factors. Okay, because you know, from the FM point of view, financial management point of view, what will be the thing? Time value of money differs in different periods. So at present what your value of these future payments at the end of first year, at the end of second year, at the end of third year. फर्स्ट ईयर एंड में, सेकंड ईयर एंड में आप जो पे कर रहे, दैट इज व्हाई वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट. ओके, what we need to calculate? We need to calculate present value of lease payments at the end of first year, second year, third year. You are paying some amount, 1 lakh rupees as lease payment. That will be discounted with IRR of lesser or incremental borrowing cost of lessee, whichever is available in the question. That discounting, after discounting, what is our present value? Okay, present value at the beginning, initially, that is what we are going to discuss. Suppose say 2 lakh 80,000, it is coming to 2 lakh 80,000 instead of 3 lakhs. So initially we will record lease payments at what rate? 2 lakh 80,000, and what they have taken under the lease, an asset. So पूरा asset ownership मिला क्या? नहीं. What he has taken? Right to use, right of use asset, ROU asset will come into the asset to the lessee, and there will be a liability towards the lease payments with the amount 2,80,000. That is what we are going to discuss now, how to measure those things in the accounting. So I will clean everything here so that there should not be any problem for you. How to measure right of use of asset and calculation of lease payments. These two things will be major thing in the initial recognition. So in initial recognition we need to calculate present value of lease payments, that is calculated with the year lease payment done, and discounting factor 10% or 5% they will tell, that we need to take. Okay, in FM you would have done discounting factor, how to calculate. If not, we will discuss now, don't worry about it. Okay, next our calculation will be second one, right to use of asset. Okay, amount, particulars, amount, 2 columns. For amounts, so one thing, present value of lease payments, year column, lease payments, discount factor and present value. Next working note 2 will be your particulars with 2 amount columns for the calculation of right to use of an asset. Here you remember LIC नहीं रहा तो डॉक्टर के पास जाना पड़ता. LIC नहीं लिए, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस. ओके, लाइक LIC डॉक्टर के पास गए तो लाइफ इंश्योर करो बोल के आजकल बोल रहे, क्योंकि डॉक्टर के पास जब जा रहे ना आप, क्या हो रहा, देर विल बी नंबर ऑफ टेस्ट, वो पूरे करने के लिए खर्चा ज़्यादा हो रहा, तो वो खर्चे अपन नहीं कर पा रहे. तो LIC रहा तो वहाँ से क्या हो जाएगा, आपका पेमेंट हो जाएगा. हाँ, दिस इज़ फॉर मेमोरी टेक्निक ओनली. L means lease payments at present value, which you will calculate in working note 1, and initial direct cost. अभी asset आप लीज पे लेना चाह रहे तो ब्रोकर को कमीशन पे करना पड़ता. अरेंजमेंट ऑफ लीज, वो स्टैम्प ड्यूटीज एक्सेट्रा charges, legal charges will be there. So initial direct cost, if any, that will also included. First one, L for lease payments, that too present value of lease payments which you have calculated in working note 1. And next, initial direct cost, I for initial direct cost, C for commencement, पेमेंट बिफोर कमेंसमेंट. आप कमेंट से पहले ही कुछ एडवांस पे कर रहे हैं, सो दैट एडवांस पेड इज ऑल्सो कंसिडर अंडर राइट टू यूज ऑफ असेट. एंड डी फॉर dismantling restoration cost, provision for dismantling restoration cost. Suppose in the earlier in the class I have discussed one example. I have taken a floor in the building. In that floor I made changes for my hotel business. होटल बिजनेस के लिए मैंने किचन अलग सा बना लिए, पूरा चेंज कर लिए. जो उनका फ्लोर था वो फ्लोर पे मैंने क्या करे, पूरे चेंजेस करे अपने लिए, फॉर दी माई बेनिफिट. सो आफ्टर द एंड ऑफ द लीज पीरियड अगेन लेसर विल टेल मी दैट आपका ये जो होटल का स्ट्रक्चर है ना उसको हटा के मुझे मेरा फ्लोर जैसा है वैसा दे दीजिए. सो डिसमेंटलिंग एंड रिस्टोरेशन कास्ट इफ एनी is there, for that we need to make the provision. That cost also will be included in the right to use of asset. So present value of lease payment, initial direct cost, that is commission, stamp duty, etc., and any payment before commencement of lease, that will also will be included. And provision for dismantling and restoration cost, DRC जो बोलते हैं उसको पूरा मिलाए तो क्या आ जाता, right to use asset, right of use of asset we will get. So these two things will be there in the initial recognition. अच्छा, इन वर्किंग नोट कर लिए तो इसके लिए अकाउंट्स में क्या करना पड़ता, रिकॉग्निशन करना पड़ता. हाउ यू विल रिकॉग्नाइज, व्हेन यू मेक द जनरल एंट्री इन द अकाउंटिंग बुक्स देन ओनली देयर विल बी रिकॉग्निशन इन दी बुक्स. आप बुक्स में रिकॉग्नाइज कर रहे हैं मतलब उसके लिए कुछ पोस्टिंग करें. तो पोस्टिंग कैसे हो जाता इन अकाउंट्स, थ्रू दी जर्नल एंट्री. सो लेट अस सी दैट पार्ट. प्यास लग रही, समर है. So journal entry at the commencement date will be what we are getting, lessee is getting asset. So asset आ रहा तो asset is real accounting nature. When asset comes we need to debit. So right of use of asset, account debit. What we will pay, lease liability towards that asset. So to lease liability, if you have paid any initial direct cost or advance payment to bank, to provision for dismantling and restoration cost. So right to use of asset account debit, right to use of asset account debit to lease liability which you will pay throughout the period of lease, and any advance payment or initial direct cost. Point number 2 and 3 those only. And provision for dismantling and restoration cost which we will be incurred at the end of the lease period, that we need to consider. So 3 credits are there, 1 debit is there, which will be equal to your working note 2. See here, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 total is your right of use of asset. This total will be debited here, this will be debited here, and lease payments credited, then initial direct cost credited, and your advance payment also will be credited in the bank itself because money is going out. And lastly provision जो है ना उसके लिए credit. So this is how it will be recognition in the books of lessee initially. subsequent recognition we will do in the next video related to initial recognition. Let us do some problems first so that your concept will be finished effectively. So see problems relating to initial recognition now. Subsequent recognition we will discuss later. So here is question number 27 in front of you. आपके सामने ये आ गया क्वेश्चन नंबर 27, illustration 27. This is available in the group also for your purpose. If anyone want to take it from there, they can take. Others who are watching through video, they can take the screenshot all this also. So आप अभी क्या करना, तो मेरे साथ आप भी नोटबुक, कैलकुलेटर, पेन लेके बैठिए. थोड़ा कैलकुलेशंस करना पड़ता, तो वाइल डूइंग वाचिंग द वीडियो ओनली you can calculate the answer and do the answer. Don't skip your work. So let us start the question now. What is being given here? Entity L enters into 10 years of lease. Lease term क्या है? 10 years. अच्छा, at the beginning of each year. Oh, 10 years at the beginning of each year. That is very important thing. At the beginning of each year. Initial lease payments are rupees 1 lakh. Initial lease payments are rupees 1 lakh. तो ये आपका लीज पेमेंट इनिशियल का. देन दिस 10 years is your lease term. Entity L enters into lease is your lessee. So lessee. Next what they are saying, see, lease payments will increase by rate of LIBOR. Okay, a LIBOR means a rate because of which there will be change in the lease payments. Okay, at the end of commencement of the lease, LIBOR is 2%. तो LIBOR रेट जैसा कि आपको CPI रेट बोला ना, कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स रेट, similarly LIBOR rate is there. So what is your LIBOR rate here? 2% at the beginning. So we will consider 2% increase in the lease payments. So every year your lease payments after first year 2 lakhs plus, sorry, 1 lakh plus 2% we need to add. So it will become 1 lakh 2000. For the next year it is again will be included 2%. So it will become 1 lakh 4040 rupees. Take out your calculator and calculate whether is it correct or not once. Like that every year it will be getting increased till 10 years we need to take that. Okay. Assume that the rate of interest rate implicit in the lease is 5%. This is your discount factor. This is your discount factor, that is 5%. How lease liability initially measured? Initial measurement कैसे होता वो बोल रहे हैं. Okay, in the given case lease payments depends upon LIBOR and hence it included in the measuring the lease liability. तो ये 2% include करना बोले ना, उसी के बारे में बता रहे हैं. As per Ind AS 116, the lease payment should initially measured using the rate, that is LIBOR, as at the commencement date, that is LIBOR is at the rate 2%. We will take the 2%. So एक छोटा सा काम करो, initial recognition, put the heading, and working note 1, present value of lease payments. Make this format in your notes. मेरे साथ में आप भी. आप तो थोड़ी देर के लिए क्या कर सकते, पॉज करके, वीडियो पॉज करके ये फॉर्मेट उतार दो. उसके बाद क्या करना है मैं अभी आपको बताता हूँ. सो what we need to calculate under working note 1? In working note 1 we need to calculate present value of lease payments. So we are going to calculate present value of lease payments, year, lease payments, discount factor and present value. These are the things. Okay, suppose it is A and this is B. A into B will become your C, that is A into B, present value of lease payment. So year wise we need to take the information. So here I am going to write you the information, you to write in your notes. So year, how many years are there? Lease term is 10 years. So we need to take how many years? 10. So फटाफट जल्दी से 1 2 3 4 5 आ गया 5, then 6, next 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 years, lease term 10 years, so we have taken 10. Next, lease payments. What is your lease payments? Here a problem arises when lease payments are made. See, here is saying lease payments are at the beginning. Every year beginning you are paying. So first year lease payment will be 1 lakh. So I will take here 1 lakh. साथ में कैलकुलेटर ले लो आप लोग और कैलकुलेट करो इसके बाद से. सेकेंड ईयर 1 lakh plus 2%. Okay, 1 lakh plus 2%, that will become 1 lakh 2,000. So I am calculating here in the calculator with my calculator in my hands. So it is 1 lakh 2,000. So write 1 lakh 2,000. Next, third year 1 lakh 2,000 plus 2%, 1 lakh 4,040. I will type here, it is taking bit time. So अभी आप क्या करो, ऐसा ईच एंड एवरी ईयर का डेटा एंटर करो. 1 lakh 2,000. नेक्स्ट ईयर 1 lakh 4,040 plus 2%, it is 1 lakh 6,120. Okay, like this we need to take for अच्छा 1 lakh 6,120.8 is there, so I will take 121. So next year it will be plus 2%, it will be 1 lakh 8,243. next year, sixth year 1 lakh 10,408. each year you need to add 2%. okay, for next year like that 10 years. तो मैंने तो पूरे 10 साल का इन्फॉर्मेशन कैलकुलेट करके डाल दिए. आप भी खुद डाल सकते हैं. यू ऑल्सो डू द सेम थिंग. डिस्काउंट फैक्टर, व्हाट इज गिवन? डिस्काउंट एट द रेट 5%. so discount factor will be discount factor is at 5%. so for that purpose we need to do some calculation. How to calculate discount factors? if you know, no problem. If you don't know, I'll tell just now. Discount factor at 5%. Let me write it first. ये B में चले गया. इस B को हटा दिया मैंने. So it is at 5%. Discount factor at 5%. Each year beginning we are calculating. तो फर्स्ट ईयर बिगनिंग में तो वैल्यू डिस्काउंट नहीं होता, सो वी नीड टू टेक 1. सेकंड ईयर ऑनवर्ड्स वी नीड टू discounted value, discount value. How to calculate discount value? I am writing here. To get discount value, what is the rate? 5% it is. So for that purpose, 100 in your calculator you need to do 100 divided by 100 plus what is the rate? 5. So 100 plus 5, 105 into equal to, in your calculator you do this, you will get the discount value like this. 100 divided by 105 into, you have got first year beginning we are paying, so that is why it will be 1. For the second year onwards, it will be 0.952. So I will write here 0.952. So similarly, if you press equal to thereon, first we need to take 100 divided by 105 into what is the value you are getting, that you take here 0.952. Later on, every year you just press equal to 907, then equal to 864. Okay, here it is. Next year 0.907. So I wrote 907. Next year it will be 0.864. like this every year, equal to in your calculator. If you press, you will get each year value. So first fill up those things, then later we will calculate the amounts. So I made all the present value factors recorded. Hope you too did it by your side, because if I am keep on typing each and everything, it takes time. So and our video will become lengthy. So that is why I have paused the video and recorded the information. So understand the situation, because if unnecessarily size increases, it will be a problem for you only. So for lastly, what we need to do to get present value? A into B. Suppose consider this as B column, this is B. A into B, so here you will get value 1 lakh into 1, 1 lakh, 1 lakh into 1 lakh. Take out your calculators and see whether it is correct or not. Next 1 lakh 2000 into 0.952, it is 97,104. next year it is 1,04,040 into 0.97907, so it is becoming 94,364. so write 94,364, then 91,689. so like this every year calculate. So I have made the calculations and wrote here the value, and lastly what we need to do, we need to total this lease payments, present value lease payments. So total present value of lease payments will be 89 rupees we are getting. Lease payments are liability towards the lease, so initially to be recorded, this is the value we need to record. Write the recognition entry in the books. So this is your lease liability, you can say, at present value. You can say it as lease liability. What you can say, it is as lease liability. So let us write the general entry. In the books, for initial recognition general entry we need to write. So आप चेक कर सकते हैं अपने कैलकुलेशंस. So lease liability, we need to write the general entry for this in the books of lessee. So what is the general entry? Right of use asset, right of use asset account debit to lease liability account. Lease liability account. क्या लिखना जनरल एंट्री के लिए? नरेशन बीइंग initial recognition of lease asset. So how much amount? 8,80,889 rupees. So that is what we will take, 8,80,889 rupees. So check your calculations with the answer. This is how we need to do the first thing. Okay, so here in this question there are no direct relating to our dismantling cost or provision any other thing. any advance payment made, so that is why it is recorded like this. If there is any other things involved in the initial measurement, how to measure those things, that we are going to discuss now in the next question. Okay, here ends our first question, 27, relating to initial measurement. So let us have the second question, that is right to use of asset, how to calculate. Working note 2 we are going to discuss majorly in this problem. Entity Y, entity Z execute 12 years lease. अच्छा 12 years lease बोल रहे हैं, नो, this is your lease term, and entity X is there, entity Y is there, entity Z is there, of rail car with the following terms on 1st January 2016. This is your date of inception. The lease commencement date, this is consider for the accounting. So lease commencement date is 1st February 2016. This is date of commencement. For accounting purpose this date will be considered. Y Limited must pay. Acha, the one who is paying will be your lessee. So Y Limited is your lessee. To Z Limited, monthly rentals 10,000 upon execution of the lease. अच्छा, तो आपका लेसर कौन है? Z Limited is your lessor, and monthly rentals are there. This is your 10,000 upon execution. Then entity Z will pay 50,000. Okay, entity Z will pay entity Y rupees 50,000 कैश इंसेंटिव. अच्छा, कैश इंसेंटिव कितना पे कर रहे? 50,000. इंसेंटिव विल बी डिडक्टेड फ्रॉम द लीज लायबिलिटी. लीज पेएबल अपॉन execution. Entity Y incurred rupees 1,000 as initial direct costs which are payable on 1st February 2016. Entity Y is calculated initial lease liability as the present value of lease payments discounting using the incremental borrowing rate, because implicit rate of implicit in the lease could not be readily determined. आपके पास IRR नहीं था, इसलिए उन्होंने बोरिंग रेट से इनिशियली मेजर कर दिए. लीज लायबिलिटी इज हाउ मच? अच्छा, लीज लायबिलिटी अभी अपन जो वर्किंग नोट 1 में करें, लीज लायबिलिटी दैट इज ऑलरेडी डन. ओके, present value of lease payments, this is your present value of lease payments, that is already there. Okay, and incentive 50,000, initial direct cost 1,000 is there, and monthly rentals 10,000 is there. So what will be our lease liability, that we need to consider here in this case. Okay, so how would lessee company measure and record this lease? So first, right to use of asset we will calculate. They have calculated present value of lease payments 8,50,000. We need to calculate remaining portion. So this is already done by them. 8,50,000. This is present value already done. Incentive is there, monthly rental and 5,000. These are the things. So let us take those things. So I have made the arrangement for you in the books of lessee we are doing, that is we will write here. In the books of entity Y, who is Y? Lessee. See, we are doing very slowly as this is your first question, and through video I am making you understand. So मैं बहुत slowly जा रहा हूँ. So present value of lease payments given in the question is 8,50,000. So I'll write here 8,50,000. 50,000 ये आ गया, right. Initial direct cost is given 1, so 1,000 I have taken. Next, payments made before commencement. Before commencement, is there any payment made? No, that is not there. Okay, that is not there. Did they pay anything? Entity Y must pay entity Z first monthly rental payment 10,000 upon execution of the lease. But on execution they are paying, they are not paying. Payment made, payment made not on before commencement but on commencement. Because on commencement they are paying 10,000, that not before, on commencement. Okay, on commencement rental monthly how much? 10,000. So take that 10,000. Provision for dismantling and restoration is not there, so it will be nil here. So nil I will write. There is one more thing, let us take that one. Less incentive received will be deducted from the lease payment. So incentive by entity Z 50,000. So 50,000 we will deduct. So from 8,50,000 plus 1,000, 8,51,000 plus 10,000, 8,61,000 minus 50,000. Right to use of asset will become 8,11,000. 8,11,000 rupees. So these are the things we need to consider. So for this we need to write the general entry. Okay, so while writing the general entry we need to make some arrangement, so that we will consider here. So general entry is what? Right to use, sorry, right of use of asset account, asset account debit. Right of use of asset account debit. What is the right of use of asset account? Eight lakh 11,000. Then incentive you have received, so bank account you have received incentive, bank account debit. How much received incentive? 10,000. To lease liability 8 lakh, present value of lease liability 8 lakh 50,000. To bank initial direct cost plus advance payment together 11,000 we have paid. How means? So lease liability account I need to write. Let us write account, bank account. See, we have paid on commencement 10,000 rupees plus initial recognition 1,000 rupees. So total it will become 11,000 credit. So if you see the debit and credit, it will match. जर्नल एंट्री हो गया तो नरेशन लिखना पड़ता, बीइंग इनिशियल रिकॉग्निशन मेड. तो थोड़ा आपको कलर सबके लिए एक कर देता हूँ मैं. So you can see the things properly. This is taking bit time. Right to use of asset includes present value of lease payments plus advance payments, those also will be considered, and provision for dismantling and restoration if any is there, that will be considered. If that is not there in this problem, it is not there, it is not included. And any incentive if any received, that will be deducted. So here ends the answer. Question number 20 is over. One more is there, last, don't worry, we will easily, उसमें ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है, थियरी पार्ट क्वेश्चन है, बट इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग पर्पस. आप अगर कोई स्क्रीनशॉट नहीं लिए तो स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए. We have done with the question number 28. Let us go with the question number 29. Very simple one. What here in this question it is available. Company H leases an aircraft for a period of 5 years. अच्छा, this is your lease term, 5 years. The aircraft must undergo a planned check for every 1 लाख फ्लाइट आवर्स. अगर आपका फ्लाइट 1 लाख आवर्स जर्नी करे तो उसको क्या करना पड़ता, ए प्लान्ड चेक रहता है, उस चेकिंग में जाना है. एट द एंड ऑफ द लीज कंपनी एच मस्ट हैव ए चेक परफॉर्म्ड और रिफंड द कास्ट टू द लेसर. अच्छा, जनरली क्या करना, एवरी 1 लाख आवर्स को ये प्लान्ड चेक जो है वो करवाना है. ओके, बट व्हाट दे आर सेइंग, इट मस्ट बी डन एट द एंड ऑफ द लीज खत्म होते ही क्या करना, दे नीड टू गो फॉर द प्लान्ड चेक, बिकॉज एयरक्राफ्ट है ना, तो लीज होने के बाद फिर से वो एयरक्राफ्ट कंडीशन ऐसा है, एक चेकिंग करते वो करना है, इर्रेस्पेक्टिव ऑफ द एक्चुअल नंबर ऑफ फ्लाइट आवर्स. अगर आपका एक्चुअल नंबर ऑफ फ्लाइट आवर्स आफ्टर 5 years ऑफ लीज पीरियड मे नॉट एक्सीडिंग 1 lakh आवर्स, देन ऑल्सो यू शुड गो फॉर दी व्हाट, प्लान. पेनाल्टी पे करना पड़ता है, ये सब बोल रहे. व्हाट आर दी लीज पेमेंट फॉर द, ओके, so whatever lease payments are there, those includes this planned check at the end of the period. This is called restoration cost or dismantling cost. तो ये चेकिंग कास्ट जो भी वो फ्लाइट का आपको करवाना पड़ रहा. ओके, ये एयरक्राफ्ट मुझे नाइट आ रहा तो छोड़ दीजिए, एयरक्राफ्ट को बाद में डाल लेंगे. So let us see the answer. In the given case, the legal requirement to perform a check is after every 1 lakh flight hours. Does not directly lead to obligation. It depends upon the future circumstances. अगर आपका फ्लाइट आवर्स 1 लाख से ज़्यादा है तो तभी आपको क्या करना पड़ता है, ये कास्ट इंकर करना पड़ता, अदरवाइज इट इज़ नॉट. सो इट इज़ नॉट इंक्लूडेड जनरली. However, as the check must carried out at the end of the lease period, irrespective of the actual number of flight hours, गिव्स राइज टू ऑब्लिगेशन, ये उनका ऑब्लिगेशन पड़ रहा, ये लाइबिलिटी हो जा रहा। एज ए रिजल्ट कंपनी H हैज टू रिकॉग्नाइज द प्रोविजन फॉर कास्ट ऑफ फाइनल चेक एट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ एक्सपेक्टेड कास्ट। अगर आपका 5 साल के बाद सोचो 1 लाख रुपए आपको चेकिंग के लिए करवाना पड़ रहा, if it is say 5% is the discount factor after 5 years will be what, how you will calculate discount factor after 5 years? So there are two things to calculate, 100 divided by 105 into इक्वल टू ऐसा 5 बार प्रेस करें तो आपको 0.783 आपको आ रहा, ये ले लेना आप। नहीं तो आप और एक तरीके से कैलकुलेटर में आसान से कर सकते, दैट इज व्हाट इज दैट मीन्स 1 डिवाइडेड बाय, in your calculator 1 divided by what is the percentage they are saying, discount factor 5% to 1, so it will be 1 divided by 1.5, 1 divided by 1.5 you do in your equal to, you will get the answer. So 1 divided by 1.5 equal to 1 divided by 1.5, sorry 1.5% na, 1.05 we need to take, sorry 5% means it is 0.05, so 5% means 0.05, so we need to take 1 divided by 1.05 in your calculator, like that you need to do for 5 times, okay, equal to first year 9.5 to second year 9.07, third year 0.864, then 8.223, then it is 0.783. after 5 years you will get. So if you are paying 1 lakh at this point of time, 1 lakh into 0.783, 1 lakh into 0.783, 78,300 we need to recognize in the lease liability as present values in the beginning itself as per Ind AS 116. ओके, तो उन्होंने अमाउंट नहीं पूछे, आपको एग्जाम्पल के लिए मैंने ही बता दिए, वेदर इट शुड बी इंक्लूडेड और नॉट, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. सो obligation arises at the end of the lease, so restoration cost, that is checking cost, so obligation is है must, they must do the at the end of the lease this planned check, whatever cost incurred for planned check should be considered for the right of use of asset. So till here we have completed the our initial recognition questions. Hope you have understood all the initial recognition points. In case of any doubts you can ask me. And one more thing, please share with your friends who are there and tell them to watch the video. Will any problem while when we take the offline class also. So अगर आप करो क्योंकि it will be uploaded in the YouTube. Many students have a mentality that if there are good number of likes, they'll think that video is good one, they can go and watch the video. थोड़ा लोगों के मेंटालिटी ऐसा रहती है, दे विल नॉट चेक द एंटायर थिंग, if there are number of likes then they will go for it, and subscribe the channel so that if any new video arrives it will be intimated to you. No need of thinking about others who will share about it. So that is one more thing. तो लास्टली, सीखना बंद तो जीतना बंद, सीखते रहो जीतने के लिए। जय हिंद।